Yo, what's up FSG? What's up Flow State Gang? We back on the F1 2021, back with League Racing. Oh my god. I just got done watching the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix a few hours ago, and bro, I swear that has to be one of the probably the like most craziest, like got my blood pressure up races I've ever seen in my life. Like I've seen highlights of like crazy races and stuff like that, but this was like had me jumping all over the place. It was crazy. But we back on this game. We back with League Racing. We missed week 2 last week at China, but this week we go into Abu Dhabi. And in practice, as far as fast laps, I think my fast lap was a 1:37.3, so about as the same as F1D. So we were running about the same fastest laps, and so I was feeling really confident going to this race. I just wanted to, you guys seen this clip. This is me doing last to see how far I could go with I forgot what, I think it was like 95 difficulty or whatever like that. Just seeing how far I could go and basically kind of just condition myself and practicing for how the race is gonna go, the margins, overtaking in the tight spots, you know, and just trying to, you know, be careful and take careful a little bit and try to keep up pace with the AIs or whatever. So as you see, like overtakes like that, we have to be super clean. Was where I really wanted to get to practicing, but we have a bit of a dilemma. Is my eye is very fucked up. Well, not very fucked up, but it's like I slept with my contact on, and I don't know if I scratched it, my cornea. You guys know what your cornea is. I think I scratched it, or it might be irritated or something. When I woke up, I had dry, like super bad, and it's a bad habit for me to keep my contacts in. And I had to go to work later that day, and my eyes were just super sensitive to light. Like I was driving, I was like squinting, like my eyes like super hard, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't do anything. So I was like, how am I gonna do this race? I was like, I have to. I haven't went to the doctor yet because I haven't really had any like crazy, like I'm not bleeding or anything. Like this has happened to me before, but it hasn't been like 2 days long. But going into this race, like I literally had to put on sunglasses because the UV light on the screen was like low-key killing me, and it would like start irritating me. Then it would be fine. But we're gonna go ahead and go to the grid. Actually, for this video, it kind of flipped around a little bit. So the hour clip didn't get my full qualifying, but it got right the last 30 seconds of qualifying. You see our fastest time is a 38.2, so we're way off. We're a whole second off our best lap time pace. We're going better here, but this like qualifying session, and I was trying to do practice earlier before this, and I just couldn't get it together. Like I could not get it together. I'm like trying to figure out how I just go super deep into I'm like, how am I gonna do this? Like I can't see, like my eyes are mad watery. So I swear the whole race, all I could see was the 100-meter marker board and the red curbs on the apexes. That is literally all I could see for the whole race. It would clear up sometimes. If I was in a straight, I would like at least try to get some water out of my eye. Like it was so bad, and I don't even know really why I even tried to do this to myself. But I don't know. I guess I was just testing myself to really see what I could do. Like before the race, I'm like having a whole motivational speech to myself, like, bro, you can do this, like, dude, stop, you know what I'm saying, like, you got it type shit. Like it's gonna suck, but like you gotta make it through. And we do so bad in qualifying, super bad, a whole second off our fastest lap pace throughout the week, a whole second off. We don't even go better. So it was just literally carnage for us. Like, so, and I know under these circumstances it's super tough, but we're literally being tested. So that's the final lap for us, but we weren't even able to get it. But so Translucent goes pole on medium, so he had crazy pace. And then you see F1D go second. You see he runs a 1:37.6. So we're like, bro, like he went 3/10 slower than, like we could have had that, and we could have had pole too, because he only got a 1:37.6. So it's like it was possible. So this is a formation lap. We're ending the formation lap now, so we're starting in 11th. And I'm just like, okay, well, I got a bummed out eye, so I'm going to try to do as best as I can. Like, when I tell y'all I cannot see a thing, like, I just, like, and it hurts too, like, it's on the top of my eye. So if certain angles where I'm closing my eyes or when I blink, it can really hurt, and, like, it really just, like, punches, and it just sucks. But going on the 5 red lights, we're going to see if we can get a good start against Gasly, and we get a pretty decent start against Gasly. Try to squeeze him. He's going to actually squeeze us, but we're going to break a little bit early. I wouldn't have broke that late if it wasn't for my eye, but we go wide just to be safe. and Gasly's on the inside of us, and they low-key actually have to tell us to give the position back, and then that's Giovinazzi on the left side. So I'm just in the first. I'm just trying to. Ooh, yes. As you see, like I don't even know how I had cat-like reflexes like that, but that was like. I'm trying to get used to my eye. I'm trying to get used to just everything going on right now. Just it's all just not. It's not going good right now. So. But it's the first couple laps, so we got time to get used to. We got time to warm up, so stuff like that. So now we're gonna try to make a move here on Gio, or at least kind of just pace behind him a little bit, and we actually lose a spot. And Soul really just T-bones us right there. We almost lost a spot to him, but he really T-bones us on the side going into that corner now. Going into this next part of the lap, Translucent goes fastest with a 144, obviously his first lap or whatever, but we're going to try to make it a move on the outside of Gio right here, try to stick our nose in as far as I can, break at the 100-meter marker board, try to stick it on the outside. He gets better acceleration. As you see, for some reason this AI in particular has been jumping around like crazy. As you'll see through the session, he's been jumping around like just jumpy, and we have to try to defend, but he defends, try to attack, but he defends his position. So now, going on to this part, we tried to get a bit of a short shift coming out of the corner, but I really shouldn't. I turned off the overtake because I figured I was wasting time. We're literally in a DRS train. Why would I try to, I could probably try to make a move on this next part, get super close, short shift up to third, get really good acceleration going out of this corner. We're going to try to just get past Gio as fast as we can, turn on the overtake, turn it right off right when we get right beside him, try to squeeze him a little bit to the right side, break at the 100-meter marker board, bit of contact, but for the most part,
nice work. That brings you up a place.
As Jeff said, brings us up a place for the most part is a pretty okay. Now we're moving to Gio. Now we're moving to Gasly on lap number 3. See if we're gonna choose the inside. He's jumping around a little bit too, so I don't know if it's my internet or I don't know what's going on. It might be the host's internet, could be. Don't even really go deep. We thought we was gonna go deep for a second, but really clean overtake too. So a lot of things I learned from practice this week of how like different angles you have to go when you're side by side to people in these corners. You have to be really careful. Now moving on to Sainz. And as you can see, we have a line, and our pace is really good right now. So I'm so surprised our pace is this good. We're literally racing with one eye. We're literally racing with one eye, and really barely even the other one, because the other one is watering up just as much as the right one is. So I'm literally, like I said, I'm literally looking at the 100-meter marker boards and the apexes of where I need to be at, and that's literally, I'm looking at the 100-meter marker board as I'm going down. I'm just braking as hard as I can at this point, looking at the red apexes, and that's literally it. Like. And now we're going to get the smooth overtake on Sainz, and now we're going to move up to Bottas with Raikkonen in front. And as you see, we're not losing a whole lot of time up there to the leaders. We're a little bit stuck behind these guys, but I think once we get a little bit of clear air, and you see Bottas is going to try to make a move on Raikkonen on the outside, and it gets real. These guys go real slow. Raikkonen's trying to defend. We go over the curb right here. They're going side by side out of both turns. Bottas he has a bit of the leverage, but Raikkonen is coming back, so now Raikkonen has the leverage. And now Raikkonen try to make a move on him, so we're going to go on the inside of Bottas, and this is where we kind of messed up. We hit Bottas, and we kind of hit the back of our car right there, so I'm not going to lie, that was kind of on us. We really could have avoided that, could have taken it deeper into the left, but now we have to try to make our way back, and we don't get any damage from that, surprisingly. So now we got to try to make our way back up the field, back behind Gio, back behind Gasly, Sainz ahead, and Bottas ahead as well. If you guys hear any kids in the back, those are my little cousins, so I would love you guys. Just kind of just ignore them. They're adorable though, so I don't really mind it. But now, going into this, we're going to try to sneak it up on the inside and really get a nice late break here against Gio, but we do make contact, so we're still trying to recover a little bit from all the crazy stuff that just happened, and with all that, and like, I really need to go to the doctor. I shouldn't have did this race, but I did it anyway, just out of just not really probably caring. But we end up getting the move on Gio, and now we're gonna try to go up and make this overtake on Gasly. So we're trying to come back. So on a lap 7, we're really close to Gasly now. Trying to work our way back up. As you can see, the pack up there just hit the chicane. We should be really getting right behind them right now. If we didn't make that mistake, we should be up there, but we're not. So here we go, green. So our pace is increasing. It's getting really good. We're gonna choose the left side this time. I don't think we ever chose any other side, but get past Gasly here. We actually get past him right when the turn ends. So really clean overtake right there. Really solid. Same lap. Now we're moving up real close. And Sainz and Bottas go into the pit on their soft tires, so they were obviously dropping off. You guys can see the soft tire runners were dropping off pretty quick. So now we're going to be approaching our, I just see on the top right, we go green, so our pace is looking pretty solid. So we're approaching our pit and wave the joysticks. F1D, he goes in for his pit stop on those soft tires, and we're just going to keep going. Really not really good through there, and late break there too, and you see we're going red, so it's not really looking too good. And I think on this turn we go way too deep, and I'm just like, oh my god, I cannot see. I was like, I'm missing all the braking points. Look how slow we're going through here. I'm like, nah, we're just gonna have to go into the pits because I can't do this for another lap. I need to get onto some fresh tires or whatever like that and really try to make something of this. So oh, and then this is what happened. This whole lap, my eye, it was so blurry, I just couldn't see. It wasn't even the tires, I'm not gonna lie. The tires were fine. Like, I could have probably went like maybe one more lap, and as you see, F1D overtakes us, and we lose so much time. And now we have to, we have to replace our wing. We put on another set of mediums, so the mediums are looking really quick right now, but we maximized them for what, the 7 laps that we did, and moving on to a whole another lap. As you see, we're still moving green, so we're picking up where we left off, kind of, sort of. So now I'm telling myself, like, bro, you gotta tighten up, like, you gotta do better. And as my adrenaline's going up, the more I cannot feel my eye, but it's still there though. It's never left. It's still there, but my adrenaline's going up, so that's a less I'm worrying about my eye. So I'm telling you, I don't like, my eye is kind of hurting looking at this screen right now while I'm like editing this video. It's been getting better. This race is on Saturday. It's Sunday now. It's kind of getting dark outside a little bit, so it's a little bit later into the day, but about 5 hours after the race. That race was amazing, by the way. But I just see Gio on the first turn. He looks like he lit his rear tires up, and just takes a spin. So we don't even have to waste time on Gio. He kind of basically gives us a spot himself. But so now we have Gio ahead of us, and Tsunoda ahead of us as well. So, and as you see, wait a minute, way the joysticks pitted. So F1D pitted. He might have made a mistake. Maybe I think his rear wing came off, and he puts on the hard tires. So he's gonna try to go all the way. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of in that spot to where you can't really make a choice. But we're on a 2-stop strategy right now. Yeah, I think we're on a... No. I think we're on a... Oh, hit the wall right there. Yeah, so we are on a 2-stop strategy right now at the moment. So Tsunoda goes in. And I think if I'm not mistaken, so F1D did try to put on the soft tire. So I think he might have tried to move his, or maybe he messed up and did what I did the first race where he accidentally put on the soft tire and actually wanted the hard, maybe. So he had to go pit again and put the hard tire on. Yeah, that's probably the mistake he made. Yeah, so he made one of the mistakes that we made back in Bahrain. So we're catching up to Latifi at the moment, and if you look at the interval, if you just keep your eye on the interval from me to F1D, and you could just tell the difference of pace between the medium and the hard tire. That they're not really too far off in certain sectors. Like if you can try to kind of compare when we do eventually get past Latifi, and now we have a really good run on Latifi. So it's gonna be pretty far back, and we just tried to dummy him in the braking zone. So we dummied him at the wrong time, and it was just too far back, and yeah, so now we have to pit again. So we just lost all progress, and we were in a really good spot right there. That was a really good spot. And if you look on the right side, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm trying to switch my tires to hards, but I put on softs. But I think I'm on the wrong tab on the on the MFD to change my tires, because that's literally how blind I am. Is because I don't even know which tab I need to switch my tires on. So, like, I swear. So, one thing I can say, and I'm gonna say this right now, so I don't have to say it at the end. Our pace is so good. We've only been playing this game for about a month. And I could just say that for a month, what we're doing right now and what we did in in Bahrain, with keeping up with F1D and getting pole position and knowing we could have got pole position here. And if you look, our fastest lap is a 140.4. And I think I was only like a half a second off of everybody else's fastest lap. So, like, even with one eye, our pace, and just look at this. Just look at this. Like, who does that? I'm so out. Like, at that moment, my eye was beaming. Like, I was trying to figure out how to get it to stop. I was blinking all types of different ways to figure out what blinking pattern I can use to make it stop hurting. Like, I don't even know how I'm gonna race GTA tonight. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, hopefully I can try to take a break from, maybe take these few hours before the race in GTA, that I can maybe figure out a way to make it stop hurting. I took some allergy pills, didn't really work. I took a ibuprofen, didn't really work. But as you see, Latifi comes out of the pit, and we are right behind Latifi all the way in 11th. And if you kind of just look at the grid, there's not really a lot of cars in the grid anymore. I feel like there's been a few retirements. I haven't really been paying. I wasn't during the race, I wasn't really paying much attention. But now that I look at it, I think there was a few retirements, like crazy, like, because there's not really, like, this looks like a regular GTA race when we'd be doing, like, there's only like 13 people on the grid, like, you know. But now we're right behind Latifi, and I'm pretty sure we hit Russell last time. And I shouldn't have even put up my MFD, because I didn't even know what to do. Like, I honestly really didn't know what to do. As you see, we go green in that sector. Kind of go a bit deep here, but we saved it a little bit.
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag.
So, coming on to lap 20, somebody came off on the side over here. I don't really know. I think it was this guy ahead of us. I think it was... See, Sonoda DNF. So, Sonoda DNFs. So, that's one car. And then I think there might have been a few more that we may have not known about, because there was a few yellow flags just out of random in a few parts of the track where we weren't at. So I think those probably were the same situations. Like, if you see Sonoda, and now there's a safety car. So this is exactly what we wanted right here. This is perfect. And you guys are like, why did he just stop like that? If you guys rewind, oh wait, you guys didn't see that. So I had got a penalty. I got a drive-through penalty because we had a safety car. Ooh. He was ghosted though. In Bahrain, I got a drive-through penalty because when the safety car happened, or virtual safety car, my pace was still up, but like crazy. So they gave me a drive-through. So that's why I was so paranoid that I was going to get a drive-through penalty. I just stopped and just waited till my thing was in the green, my Delta was in the green, just so I could stay safe. Like, so as I start to get this game a little bit more, as I start to see be a little bit more seasoned and stuff like that, and how this game works, like how I am in GT Sport and how I am in like GTA, just how to get this game, then I'm already just as fast as these other guys. I'm sure, like, I'll really be on some serious crazy pace, like when I eventually can stop making stupid mistakes like hitting people or getting penalties for going too fast in the Delta period. Like, I'm sure, like, or when my eyes or when I'm doing stupid shit like sleeping in my contacts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get a lot of people have a bad habit of that, but like, I mean, I've never had a problem with sleeping in my contacts and ever having any of this happen. But yeah, like my eyes and bleeding or anything crazy like that. But now moving on, green lights after the safety car. We got 4 laps to go. So I gotta get past Gio as fast as possible to see. And I'm thinking right now, I was like, is F1D still on the hard tire, or is he on? Did he pit and go onto the soft? But if he did pit, he would be behind us. So I'm like, oh, he's got to still be on that crazy hard tire. So we're on the soft now. So now we're gonna try to sit here and see if we can make a move. Go on the left side like we did with everybody else. Try to make this move, really clean, solid move. Hopefully, make a bit of contact. And I'm like, nah, I'm backing out. I was like, nah, I'm backing out because I'm not doing that again. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna try to save it for another day. We're gonna try to fight another day. So that's what we're gonna try to do. As if you look on the screen, as you see those two white dots, I don't know how in the world these two Haas cars got up. If you guys go rewind back, I don't even know what position they qualified in, but I think they qualified maybe ahead of me. I don't know where they came from, but they're in second and third. And Translucent and still in first. You see he's going. So his pace is looking pretty solid. As our pace is looking pretty good as we go for a 140. I don't know when we did that 140 flat, but I think that's a 140 flat. But now we're gonna try to make a move on Gio on the outside this time, going into this turn, on the chicane, and we're gonna actually stick our nose in it this time and just stay skinny so we do not hit Gio. And that was a really clean move from us. So now we're hustling. 3 laps left, getting behind Alonso, and we have Gasly here now. So at this moment, like, I'm not even worried about my eye at this moment. I'm literally just, like, my eye is kind of in that period where it's fine and it's doing okay. So I'm going to go to the right side of Alonso on the first turn, and I was like, okay. And then he slows. I thought he was going to keep going, but he slows. I'm like, shit, I'm not going to wait for you. We don't have time. So I'm just going to go on the inside on turn 2, and I'm not playing no games. So I try to cover him off on that one too as well. So we do get the pass on Gio and going on to the next lap back where we were at. As you can see, there's a few cars in front of us, and I'm like, okay. We've been battling, and we still have these cars in front of us, so I know our pace is looking really solid on these soft tires. So now moving on to Gasly and Latifi. So we really got to make a move on these two, and actually Gasly's going to try to make a move here on Latifi. Which way is Gasly going to go? Latifi's going to defend to the left. Gasly's going to the right, and we sneak our nose down on the left side. We're like, nah, we're going to pull out, kind of dummy it a little bit, to maybe get Latifi to try and... he almost hits it. To try and defend against us, but we get a really solid run out that turn and actually get really good slipstream on Gasly right here. So we're going to move to the left and maybe get this double overtake on these two. And yes, we clear Gasly. We clear Gasly on the straight. Actually kind of go deep into this turn. The slipstream was really powerful there, I'm not going to lie. And we do get the move on those two in a couple corners. So... I guess I might be better driving with one eye than I am with both eyes. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to keep this up. I don't know. We'll see tonight on GTA. But we go a bit deep here. That's okay. We just kind of make it with 2 laps left. I see now that F1D is on these hard tires, and it actually is kind of, I don't know what's going on with him and Sainz, but they're definitely tussling because the pace difference. As you see, the MFD pops up automatically and is telling me that my tires are going. I'm like, I don't care. We are going for it right now. I do not care what my tires are looking like. So this is the last lap, and I'm desperate. I am desperate to catch these two, like on some, like I don't even know. Like I'm like, this guy's in the hard tire. Their pace is dropping like crazy, and my pace is actually really, really good. As you see, we go green again in the first sector and get a pretty okay turn into there. Try to get a late apex here. And get really solid speed coming out through here. And as you see, look at our overtake. We're so low on it. Like, we're super low on it. So we go all the way down to 7%, 6% as we're pushing really, really hard. And we break really hard, like almost 95 meter mark is how hard we broke there. And we actually save up a little bit more ERS to get. So 3 seconds ahead of us, 3.5 seconds ahead of us is F1D and Carlos Sainz. Break really nice here, down to second. Really good into this braking zone, and there's 3 cars ahead of us, so they're going really, really slow. And we're mad. I'm talking about we're hustling this car so hard to catch these guys, and we're actually doing really good. This is how now I'm getting super desperate, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, am I gonna be able to overtake on this track with these guys? Like, how am I gonna be able to do this? And I'm just like, there's a bunch of crazy stuff going around in my head, and I'm like, okay, they're right here. Can I do this? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go for it. I'm going for it. Like, I've already made my decision, so I brake here, kind of smooth there, And going to this last corner, the desperation is at its possible highest, and science glitches into us.
Are you okay? That was a nasty hit. Turn the engine off and wait for the marshals.
And we crash into the last corner. And we give up 7th place for no points whatsoever. So this is one of the things where it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I got to talk to myself like, dude, like, you got to do better. Like, dude, you got to do better. Like, I get it. Like, but you know what I'm saying? This is season 1 of me doing this league stuff in GT, and not GT Sport, but in F1, and we're just going to get better and better and better. Like, we're like, as I say, like, with the eye and everything, like, my eye and everything's going on, like, I say I did pretty okay as far as, like, other than the mistakes I made, me catching back up and me, like, my recovery drive was really solid from all the mistakes that I made. So we're going to try to pick up on this. I'm not even really going to try to harp on myself too much. I'm just going to try to take everything I can learn from it and move on and do better. So these are the points. The 2 Hasses do get a 1-2. I don't even know how that happened. I'm guessing Translucent actually made a mistake, but F1D made a little mistake too, but he got 5th and we got 12th. We should have been in front of Pierre for 7th. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys comment, like, subscribe down below, and press the notification bell as well. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. See y'all next week at Austin. We're about to go ahead and get up out of here. Peace.